What is each was called probably back from Le'Veon's here. I'm going over the updated Playmakers team, which is kind of disappointing, but we'll go over it and then we'll talk about it at the end. But first off, we got this Marc Gasol right here, who was here before. Marc Gasol is actually like a really good center, so I definitely recommend at least trying him out if you guys don't have him. I think he has a base card too, so you might not even need to get this. But Marc Gasol right here, you can craft him actually with 2 collectibles and the 15 rings. Then we got Jrue Holiday right here, who Jrue Holiday stats, like for some reason his defending looks kind of just average, even though like he's like a pretty good defender. But we got Jrue Holiday right here. Then we got Draymond Green, who's cheesy. You can't really drive on Draymond Green because he'll just foul you, and they don't call fouls in this game. So Draymond Green is kind of OP. Defending is really good. Strength is pretty good. Then we got Jamal Crawford, who's like the only card here that I'm happy to see because he's like the one that this is the first new card that we've seen, but you can't craft him. So there's like basically a 0% possibility I'm going to get him. Also, his stats look very trash. Agility, playmaking, 3-point shot, mid-range shot, shot dribble, all look average, and everything else is just below average. I feel like those stats need to be upgraded. He was here in the 6-man theme, but you know his stats. I guess I don't know if his stats are the exact same as this, but we got Jamal Crawford right there. Then we got Jason Kidd right here, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, playmaking, defending, agility, pretty decent looking card, not bad. Then we got Jimmy Butler right here, who Jimmy Butler to me, like same thing with Marc Gasol. Jimmy Butler is like an underratedly good card in head-to-head. But yeah, defending looks pretty good. Mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, post scoring, layups, dunks, shot off dribble, agility, strength, and I think you already said playmaking, but playmaking is all at a 4, which honestly like one of the more interesting looking cards. Once you start applying upgrades to him, he looks better, more above average, but right now he looks kind of trash. But he's also on the Timberwolves. He's one of the only cards who like has like a throwback, because like the only cards that we really see that have a throwback that I can at least like remember are, well, Jamal Crawford's not on the team anymore. Technically, J.R. Smith is on the Knicks, but is this Jimmy Butler and that Kevin Durant from the rookies team when he was on the Sonics. But we got Jimmy Butler right here. Then we got Russell Westbrook right here, who card art for Russell Westbrook is the weirdest looking one to me here. But playmaking, Russell Westbrook is a pretty decent card, and agility. Russell Westbrook is a pretty decent card. He's all right. He also has a duo. All these cards that we've seen so far had the theme loads, but he has a duo with the James Harden, who we're going to see a little bit later. Then we got Nikola Jokic right here, who always plays the below average for me. I don't really like him. Mid-range shooting, post scoring, rebounding though, and strength is all at a 5, so pretty decent. Then we got Chris Paul right here, who's another card that I want, but I can't craft. So far, the cards that I want are just cards that I won't be able to get. But yeah, rebounding, defending, 3-point shot, mid-range shooting. Look, they updated. Or not rebounding, playmaking, defending. I was about to say. But yeah, playmaking, defending. Looks like they updated his stats. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But playmaking, defending, mid-range shot, 3-point shot. Pretty good looking card, man. And shot off dribble. Then we got James Harden right here. So if you guys don't have a James Harden yet and you guys don't want to use the gold one, this is definitely a card that you guys can go ahead and use. 3-point shot, mid-range scoring, playmaking, agility, and then everything else is just in. Then we got Mike Conley, who before he was Darren Williams, who was actually in the game, and then they took him out, and then they replaced him with this Mike Conley, whose card art looked a lot worse, and I was a lot less happy with. But agility, playmaking, Mike Conley to me is not a good card in this game, but we got Mike Conley right here, and then we got Luka Doncic. I feel like all the cards that I would actually want are not craftable. Like Luka Doncic, this is another card that looks kind of decent, but it's just not craftable. But yeah, shot off dribble, layups and dunks, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, post scoring, playmaking, all look pretty decent, not gonna lie. And rebounding has a 4, agility has a 4, and defending has a 4. So everything besides strength is at least at a 4. So he has like kind of like the same looking stats as like Jimmy Butler, who had like a 4 basically everywhere. But I don't know why his stats look better, even though he but yeah. Then we got Giannis right here, cheesy Giannis. You know, this is one of the cards that I already have. But yeah, defending, rebounding, playmaking, post scoring, updated shooting with his 3-point shot and mid-range shooting at a 4, layups and dunks at a 5, and agility at a 5. This card is honestly like one of the more insane cards in the game. If you guys haven't tried Giannis yet, Giannis is really OP. The only thing about Giannis is that his body, if you play in the game with him, his body is just like super thin. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but Giannis right here is pretty OP. Pete Maravich right here, mid-range shooting, 3-point shooting, shot off dribble, playmaking, pretty decent card. It's a card that I would have to use for like a very long time. He's also, I think he's maxed out on my team too. But it's a card I used to have to use for a very long time because I have theme loyalty bonus with some of the other players that are going to be coming up. But yeah, pretty decent looking card. Then we got John Stockton right here. Another card that I don't have, but mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, playmaking, shot up dribble. Pretty decent card, I guess. We just got John Stockton the last theme, so I'm not really that excited about it. Then we got LeBron James right here. One of the cards with like the best stat in the game. Look, he has a 5. He has a 5 everywhere besides in rebounding. So good looking card. He's definitely a theme that you can create the theme loyalty with pretty easily, depending on where your top reward is. But then we got Oscar Robertson, who's one of the best point guards in the game. But yeah, he has like a 5 everywhere, but rebounding and layups and dunks. Layups and dunks. You don't really need like a 5 layups and dunks. That doesn't really matter. And then rebounding for a point guard is really good. But 3-point shooting, 3-point mid-range shooting, post scoring, defending, agility, strength, shot off dribble, pretty decent, I guess. We got Larry Bird right here, who's OP. He's like one of the more OP in-game small forwards in the game. And what's the name? His AI is also very OP. But yeah, post scoring, 3-point shot, mid-range scoring, defending, playmaking, rebounding, shot off dribble, all at a 5. And then layups and dunks is the only thing at a 3. And then agility and strength is at a 4, which is really good. Then we got Magic Johnson right here. As you guys can see, we have not seen any more new cards until we like go over there to our next one where those pink diamonds are. But playmaking at a 6, post scoring, defending, mid-range shooting, strength, agility, and shot dribble all at a 5. Then yeah, it's layups, dunks, 3-point shot, and rebounding at a 4. So there are some really good cards in this team. I'm not saying there aren't any good cards in this team, but let's move on real quick. We got this Bam Adebayo right here, who looks like they updated his stats. I don't remember him looking this good because he used to look super garbage, which is one reason I didn't really have him on my team for that long. I still have him, but we got Bam right here, Pink Diamond, who is going to be in the Domination event. I'm not sure about those other cards, but he's going to be in the Domination event. Rebounding, defending, strength. That's about it. For a Pink Diamond card, his stats look kind of underwhelming, but playmaking is at a 4. I guess they just wanted to add a center. I guess it's good that they added a center because I'm not sure how many centers we've had recently. I guess we'll check. We got Mark Jackson right here, who's going to be one of the new cards that 2K Mobile recently added. And his stats look kind of decent. Mid-range shooting, agility, playmaking. Not exactly like one of the cards I really wanted to see, but 3-point shot, shot off dribble, strength, defending. I guess it's not that bad, but he's also one of the new cards, so I guess it's good to see. Then we got Trey Young right here. Obviously, one of the new cards, shot off dribble, agility, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, playmaking. He also has a really fast release in game. His defending is basically like a 0 to me. Like he plays 0 defense whatsoever. Also, if you play with Trey Young in this game, or if you played against Trey Young, you know his eyebrows look extremely weird. So definitely, also Bam in this game. I'm not sure if they updated him or not, but he also looks extremely weird in this game. So basically, what I think about this team is one of the worst ones that they brought back because, if as you can see, so for the franchise team, we had, let's see, 3, 4, 5. I think Willis Reed might have been new too, but at least 6 new cards with Julius Erving, Sam Jones, Isaiah Thomas, and the 3 Pink Diamond cards. And then if we go down to the Glassman thing, we had, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7 with LaMarcus, and then everybody else was already here. So we had 7 new cards from the Glassman theme. And then I think the other one, they might know. Okay, so the Storm team is the one they didn't bring back. And if you go ahead and look at this team, we have 4 new cards. Not a big fan of them just adding 4 new cards. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. I'm not really a big fan of it. And then one of the new cards you can't really craft. So I'm not really a big fan of that either. So I could never had a chance to actually like get Jamal Crawford if you're a higher tier player, unless you like bought packs and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this theme. But let's go over to the sets real quick. So for the sets, for the first set, we will have an opportunity to get this John Stockton, or not John Stockton. You got an opportunity to get this Oscar Robertson right here. But I'm pretty sure all these cards, I know all these cards are craftable. You got Drew Holiday, Russell Westbrook, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, and John Stockton right here. If you get all those cards, you'll be able to get this Oscar Robertson. Even if you use some of them for training, you'll still be able to get them. So some of you guys might actually like be able to get them, depending on like what cards is in the event. So like it's like John Stockton and Giannis are in the events, you guys might be able to get them. I guess we could check that real quick as well. But for the BAM, you need Jimmy Butler, who's not craftable. James Harden, Luka, who's not craftable. Luka's not craftable. Pete Maravich, who is in Onyx, and then Magic Johnson, who I'm not sure if he's going to be in the events. That's honestly Magic Johnson. I'm not going to upgrade my team at all, but I'm going to be going for this Magic Johnson because I don't have one. So if he's in the events, then I'm going to be trying to get him. He's the first card that if he's in the event, he's the first Magic card that's going to be in the event that you can get without having to spend any money or getting lucky from the because I know he was in his GOAT set. But yeah, we got Magic Johnson right here. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the theme. The cards for the theme. Also, Trey Young is going to be pack exclusive. So if you guys plan on getting Trey Young, then get ready to pull out the branch truck, I guess. But for the events, I know that Mark Jackson is going to be in the gauntlet, and then Bam is going to be in domination. So I'm not really excited to run either of those events. Before we end this video off, though, let's check real quick about the shooting guard and centers that they had in Pink Diamond. So I guess it's good that they added a shooting guard. Wait, what? Isn't Mark Jackson a shooting guard? I'm confused. I could have sworn he was a shooting guard. Okay, so he's a point guard. So point guard and center that they've added so far. So actually, it looks like that they added like a whole bunch of Pink Diamond point guards. And they also have some really good Pink Diamond point guards down here who are some pretty high tier cards. But it seems like we're getting some more point guards and centers. But all we got was point guards too. So you had a chance to get this Glassman, Rondo, and then you got to, I guess all these other ones packaged through though, so it doesn't really count. But we have 2 point guards at this point that you could have gotten free to play as a point guard if you were at 16k power. But yeah, that's basically going to be the end of the video. If you did a real, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out. Also, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the theme.